are at the confluence of the Ohio, Allegheny, and Monongahela Rivers at Heinz Field in Pittsburgh, PA. They love the black and gold here in the Steel City, and a few moments ago, their Steelers emerged from the Heinz Field tunnel. They're set, we're set, as the Steelers are ready to do battle with the Indianapolis Colts. Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin. Charles, we look at this Steeler ball club entering play. And losers their last time out, so they'll look to make amends here.
And one of the best ways you can do that is to be at home, and they are. They're going to try and ride that home crowd and that wave of emotion.
The shadow's starting to get a bit longer. Week 10 of the NFL season is here, and we're underway on EA Sports. This is taken just shy of the 10, and he'll take it up past the 25 to the 26-yard line. First carry for Najee Harris. And that's not the start that he was looking for, as he's going to be met and dropped behind the line. Call it officially a loss of 2 on the first play from scrimmage. Second down.
Nice play right there to stop him behind the line, but I want to see how this defense continues to play him here in the first half.
Yeah, we know. You know better than I. He has the ability to take over a game. So what do you do?
Yeah, I think you have to make sure that you bottle him in at varying levels, because if you crowd everyone to the line of scrimmage, if he breaks through, it's nothing but room to run.
And he's upended at the 33 following a good pickup of 8. Well, this defense for the Colts, they were very good in the win last week against Jacksonville.
And as in any game, takeaways are always a big key. They're always discussed on defense. There's an emphasis there, and they came away with 3 interceptions in that game.
Back to throw here. That's complete to his tight end, Freiermuth. And he will have a Steelers first down as they're able to get the third down conversion. On first down, he'll drop to throw. That's swung out wide to Harris. And this will leave him a yard short. Nice pickup of 9 yards on first down. They'll come up now on 2nd and a yard. A run with Harris out of the shotgun. Gets by him and out of the daylight. And he's corralled, but not before getting it inside the 35. Anyone who watched Najee Harris at Alabama knows the kind of strength that this guy runs with, and he's continuing on that path here at the next level. They'll run with Harris. Shoves him aside. And brought down, but not before they're inside the 25. So back-to-back big runs, picking apart this defense on the opening drive.
I thought this was a passing league. I thought this was the era we were in where the ball was always in the air, right?
They didn't get the memo.
They didn't get the memo, and I know this to be true.
And in for the Steelers touchdown. DeAndre Hopkins, his 6th touchdown of the season. And the Steelers take the ball down the field and score on their opening drive. Extra point put through by Boswell. And it's now a 7-0 game. Boswell now to kick it away after the touchdown. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. His first carry. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. One play has him up past the 40 already, and another 1st and 10. Now it's Hines. They find some open field here. And he goes down, but not before getting this inside the 25.
Let's go.
51 yards rushing for him now in his first 2 carries of the ballgame. So the big play gets him all the way down to the outskirts of the red zone here for 1st and 10. He's to the 10, and he takes this one in for a Colts touchdown. A great effort there. His 2nd touchdown on the season. And the Colts are an extra point away from tying up this football game. Extra point safely through. And that will tie our score here in this opening quarter of play. Each team's had it. Each team has scored. 7-7 here as the kick's away. Pulls it in at the 13. And a decent return out to the 27-yard line.
Okay, baby, let's go.
The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. And they had the touchdown during the last drive, and I'm guessing that you like the balance they had on that last drive.
And I loved it. Forget liking it. Absolutely love what they were doing, because to be ahead of a defense that much, where every play call you have, run or pass, is working pretty well for you.
Makes you look like a genius.
It really does. It also lets you know that your preparation was pretty good, and now the defense has to do all the adjusting.
And down he goes, but he takes it up to the 40. These are his numbers from last week's contest. 5 catches, 68 yards, and a touchdown.
And he's able to pull that last pass in, but this is usually a pretty tough unit to try and maneuver against. They're the top 10 in the league against the pass, and you and I both know there's not much difference between 1 and 10.
6 yards on that last play. Here's 2nd and 4. On the give, this is Harris.
All right.
Well, they came into this game saying it was important that they set the tone and show that they can run the football. And I believe that they've done that here in the first quarter.
Now a 1st down carry for Harris. They'll be brought down on the 30-yard line after a gain of 6. Working with a 2nd and 4.
That was a really nice job by them picking up the run blitz and detecting it and blocking it and turning it into a nice run. And a lot of times you think if you blitz a running play, you're going to smother it. But a lot of the blitzers, they come in a little bit high. They don't have great leverage, and they're easily blocked and turned to the side.
Trying to pick it up on the ground with Harris. And boy, he is very close to a 1st down, but from where they're spotting that football, he's going to be a foot or so short. They're going for it. This is Harris. And down he goes, but the stiff arm utilized effectively there. And it helps him move the sticks. Now, after that last running play, we've got an offensive lineman down on the field. We'll check on his status when we get back.
Here I come again. 58, Mike, 58.
Now they'll switch it up here and look to throw. Open man, that's the tight end Freiermuth. And they've got it inside the 10 at the 8.
And coming into this ball game, this was an offense that wasn't just talking about the notion of ball control. They were preaching it. They wanted to win the time of possession battle, and they've done so.
And he's in. Touchdown, Steelers. Najee Harris with touchdown number 12 on the year. And the Steelers have taken the lead. Boswell good with the extra point. And that makes the score 14-7. So that was a pretty time-consuming 10-play drive. And it was Najee Harris who finished it off with a touchdown run. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. 2nd drive coming up here for the Indianapolis Colts. 5-3 their record at the halfway point. And you have to imagine that there are folks saying, hey, if we do that again in the second half, we're 10-6 and we're a playoff team.
I do think, though, that they have a couple things working against them. And number one, the schedule, that's going to toughen up a bit because they've got some division games down the stretch, and those are always difficult. Number two, you know they've got to stay healthy. That's the key to getting to the playoffs and winning in the playoffs. But they've got a shot at it. This is a good football team.
And this one also slow in developing as he's maybe getting back here to the line of scrimmage, but not much more than that.
Now, that's a mountain of a man that just made that stop, isn't it? But he's more than that. This guy's nimble and quick. More than a space eater, he just made a great play there.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. And that is incomplete.
And this is what you want to see from the defense. Give up an opening. Touchdown, that's fine. But how about them going back out there, recommitting themselves to the task at hand, and forcing a 3 and out, and giving the ball back to their offense.
They're going to try and throw. And this one complete to Smith. And he's not able to get away. He is stopped well short of a first down. A surprising move to go for it, and predictably, at least somewhat predictably, it doesn't pay off. And the Steelers, they're going to take over an excellent field position. And he's going to take this ahead for right around 3 yards, but no more than that. 2nd down. Second quarter action from Pittsburgh. It is the Steelers in control of the football. Through 1 quarter, 14-7 our score. No gain on the play there, so they're left with a 3rd down and 6.
I would think as a play call, you want to look for some quick hitters to your tight end. Any type of a route to replace where that linebacker was. Because when you saw the speed with which he reacted and stuffed that play, maybe use that speed against him in the future.
And he takes it into the end zone across the chalk. Now there is a flag down, but I think that's offsides on the defense.
Yeah, I think that's going to stand, partner.
And yes, they want the points, so they will decline the penalty, no question there.
You don't think they spent a couple seconds mulling over what the penalty would do for them?
I don't even know why they asked the side.
Not at all. When you put the ball in the end zone on a takeaway, take the points and keep moving.
Extra point put through by Boswell, and it's now 21-7. Boswell now to kick it away after the touchdown. Rodgers on the return.
Good work, boys. Let's go. Let's go.
There again is the running back as he trots onto the field. And I'm wondering if maybe they don't go away from him on this drive a little bit. He's been great, but they haven't scored a lot of points.
I think they still have to show him as a threat. Make sure he touches it a few times. But as you pointed out, use him as a decoy a little bit and get the ball in the hands of some other people in order to put more points on the board. But he's done a really nice job of establishing them with his running.
Yeah, he's established himself well. Now can they put more points up? So the line of scrimmage all the way up to midfield now as they've got it 1st and 10. And he'll get this into enemy territory, but not by much as he's down to the 48. And on the stop, Damontae Kazee. Here's 2nd and 9, just a yard on that last run. Now a first carry for their fullback. And that play will go nowhere. Losing yardage back near midfield at the 49. It'll be a loss of a full 3 yards there, and it also brings up 3rd down.
Well, he tried to bounce it outside, but that's obviously not his game. He's too much of a straight line runner.
Yeah, him in the outer third of the field, not a recipe for success. That time a loss. It's caught, Smith. And he'll go down inside the 45 before going out of bounds. It'll be a gain of 8, but it'll also lead to a 4th down. Here's a play fake as they set up to throw. That ball caught by Campbell. And he takes this one in for a Colts touchdown. Paris Campbell, touchdown number 22 on the season. And the Colts able to get this back within a touchdown. Extra point splits the uprights, and that'll cut the lead down to a touchdown. So the drive there, 5 plays, 80 yards. And it culminates in an Indianapolis touchdown. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. This one taken just inside the 10. And able to get this out to the 25.
We got this.
The Pittsburgh offense at the line to start their next drive. And Charles, the way touchdowns have come so fast and furious for both sides in this thing, it's starting to feel a little bit more like maybe a tennis match in a football game.
Yeah, I like your description there. Maybe we're sitting in a nice royal box watching this type of a game. But let's face it, right now, the way it's going back and forth, it's going to come down to who can get a stop.
First down, and they go back to Harris. And he stopped immediately there. Officially no gain on the play, and it's second down. They'll try the right side with Harris. Evades the tackler, and now some space. And into the end zone. Touchdown, Pittsburgh. CD, I mean, there are touchdown runs, and then there are touchdown runs, and that one certainly fell into the latter category. And that deserves a couple exclamation points. Extra point now by Boswell. He's got it as they double up the lead. This one's now 28-14. So a 75-yard scoring drive on just 3 plays. And it was Najee Harris who finished it off with a touchdown run. And here's Rodgers to return. And with a marker down, he's up just past the 25-yard line, but I think they're going to be going backwards. Let's check the call. Well, that holding call set him up with not great field position.
Not at all when you tack on the penalty. With that field position after the return wasn't terrific, it's not a great starting field position as well.
They go play action here on first down. And he fires one that's intercepted. Picked up by Armani Watts. And they will finally stop him, but a great return. Gets that football all the way down to the 16-yard line. The rookie was trying to push it downfield, but the safety bit him.
And he'll learn that you have to hold the safety. And you do that with your head movement, your eyes, sometimes your shoulders. Hold the safety so that you can get back to the throw that you really want to make. He got so excited thinking his guy was open that he made it easy for the defensive back to go get the football. Not a big run on the first play of the drive, but that doesn't necessarily mean it was a bad play. Sometimes you're just trying to...
And he's going to take it in for a Steeler touchdown. Najee Harris on his way to a monster game. 3 first-half touchdowns. And the Steelers are able to strike quickly to add on to their lead. Boswell good with the extra point. And the lead now to 3 touchdowns at 21. Boswell now to kick it away after the touchdown. Rodgers on the return. The Colts come to the line ready to start their next drive. And last time wasn't pretty. 1 play and an interception. We'll see if they can do better.
I want to see if they want to go ahead and throw the ball again now on this drive after what happened on the last one. Throw it on the first play. Give the quarterback some confidence.
See what happens. The play-action fake. They'll look to throw. And that is incomplete.
The scoreboard tells a story for him, a little bit bleak. And while it's not quite desperation time yet, it's definitely getting close. But the defense reads the scoreboard as well. They're going to back up and make them really earn it.
Smith catches left side. And past the 40 before he's out of bounds. It's been a very one-sided game so far. They got to change what they're doing right now, don't they? You can't wait till the halftime speech to make an adjustment.
No, you can't, because if you're doing it right, you're adjusting from series to series, and they need a big adjustment here to try and put some points on the board.
Let's go.
And he's able to take it across midfield before going out of bounds. Operating out of Steeler territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 49-yard line. Sliding out of the pocket. And he lost the football. And it's picked up by the Steelers. The disappointing end of the sequence there. He was starting to turn nothing into something, and then he lost the football.
And sometimes things get lost in the transition. And what I mean by that is you go from being a passer to a runner. And at a certain point, once you cross the line of scrimmage, you're strictly a runner now. There's no more downfield threat. Make sure you take care of the football while you're traversing downfield.
Back to throw now on first. Under a heavy rush, and down he goes. Kwity Paye in there to drop him for his 11th sack of the year. And we've hit the 2-minute mark in this first half of action.
I'm coming after you.
A reminder, once we hit halftime, as we do all season, we'll send it down to Jonathan Coachman in Orlando. He'll have all the stats and scores from games in progress around the NFL.
The best multitasker in the business, the coach.
Now a throw here to his running back. And he goes down, but not before getting this inside the 25.
And I like the idea here. Get the ball in his hands, even if it's in the passing game. 3 catches a week ago, and he does a nice job here to pick up yardage.
They'll look to throw here on first down. He gets it complete to Harris. And they will eventually get him down, but he's inside the 5 all the way to the 3.
You have to ask the question, where was the help? Because it's a little surprising to me that he'd find that much room to run this close to the end zone. He doesn't quite get there. He sets his guys up with a 1st and goal.
A chance to really cap off a big first half here as they come up on 1st and goal. Again to the fullback. This is Watt. And he'll keep working toward that end zone as he's down to about the 2-yard line. From the 2 now, 2nd and goal. On play action, they'll throw. Under pressure, down he goes. Sacked at the 10. The Colts going to use the first of their timeouts as they get the stoppage with a little over 50 seconds to go in the first half.
Let's make these babies cry on the way back home.
They'll look to throw on 3rd and goal. And that is incomplete.
It certainly didn't appear that that's where he wanted to go with the ball initially, so he tried to get something out of it by dumping it off to his running back unsuccessfully.
Boswell's kick is good. So after 5 touchdowns offensively, hey, maybe it's time to get the kicker a little work, and he's able to connect there.
I love that empathetic side of you. You're worried about him getting some action, getting to be a part of the game. Well, he got in and got it done.
And here's Rodgers to return.
Keep playing hard.
The Colts come to the line ready to start their next drive. And with a 3-score deficit staring them in the face, they might have to press the issue here and try to get points out of this drive. Campbell making the catch. And he goes out of bounds just shy of the 45.
Let's go, boys. Let's go.
That's what we're used to seeing from him right there. Plays like that, why he's number 4 in the league in terms of receiving yardage.
Able to make adjustments all along the way. Doesn't matter where he lines up, where he releases from. Working his way into the secondary. Figures out defenses and finds weak spots in order to get open.
And he'll get this one down near the 20-yard line, just shy of the 20. Now the Colts going to burn the 2nd of their timeouts as they stop it with 28 seconds to go in the first half of play. And he's got his target. It's caught for a Colts touchdown. Paris Campbell with touchdown number 23 here on the year. And the Colts get a late score here in the final minute of the first half. Extra point right down the middle. And that'll cut this to a 17-point spread. The drive there only spanning 3 plays. And the result for the Colts is a touchdown. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. And not wanting to risk anything here late in the half, he'll just take a knee and they'll bring the football out to the 25. Here he is, the man taking the snaps under center, heading out for the next possession. I'm sure he wanted to have a huge game, wants to have a huge game as the quarterback, but really on the ground, they've been very, very hard to stop. Maybe you just keep going to that well. Nowhere to go here. He lost the football, and the Colts pick it up. Then he will bring it back to about the 11-yard line. The defense, they were swarming that time and ultimately got to him before he could get rid of the football and knocked it free.
And don't you feel just a little bit of sympathy for him back there, though? So much going on, so much swirling around. He's trying to find someone downfield. He's trying to move around to find an open target. Sometimes you forget the number one thing, take care of the football.
Now a timeout signaled for, and they'll get it with 10 seconds to go before halftime. Second down, ball on the 3. First down marker at the 1-yard line. Off the play fake, he'll look to throw. Eluding the pressure right. And that is caught. Touchdown, Indianapolis. Harris Campbell in the final seconds of the first half. And the Colts are able to cut into this lead in the final seconds of the first half. Point after, right down the middle. And the lead is trimmed down to 10. They had the short field, and they made quick work of it. Just 2 plays to get into the end zone. 4 seconds, all that remain here in this first half as the kick gets away. And not wanting to risk anything here late in the half, will just take a knee and they'll bring the football out to the 25.
Let's go, Heavy. Let me know what you got.
And with time running down, they go down to a knee. So we now proceed to the start of the second half.
With both of these offenses having their way, it's not likely they'll need to be doing a whole lot at halftime. But the defenses are definitely in need of some adjusting. And for the call of the second half, let's go back out to Brandon and Charles.
Yeah, Coach, certainly no shortage of action in those first 2 quarters. Definitely got to work on my touchdown calls, so we'll see how much voice I have left for the second half here. Out come the Colts. They'll have it first here to start quarter number 3. And they trail here to begin the second half. What's going to be a key for them to get back in the game?
I think they're right there, and I think this game is still up for the taking for them because we always talk about turnovers. They had 2 of them in the first half, and once you start talking about if you have 3, 4, or 5, you know it's beyond difficult to try and win a football game with that. Those have to be eliminated. If they take care of the ball, they've still got a shot.
Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked up by Steven Nelson. And he'll take it across midfield to the 46-yard line. Tough one there. First drive of the 3rd quarter, throw an interception, and now a chance that they could be in even a bigger hole if they can convert this into points.
Yeah, but how good do you feel if you're that defensive coordinator right now? Because you just know that the head coach looked at him and said, turn him loose, big man. And he'd be able to take a few extra chances playing with this type of a lead, and boy, it paid off.
He rifles one that's intercepted. Picked off by Julian Blackmon. The 20. And he will bring it back. An interception return for a Colts TD. Now for the point after. And the lead is down to a field goal now. A heck of a play there defensively, getting the interception, navigating his way into the end zone for the touchdown. So they throw the pick 6. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air. This is taken way up. Now a hit and a loose football. And I believe the Colts have recovered. Yes, they have. So how about this for a turn of events? They cut the lead with a touchdown, and then on the ensuing kickoff, get the football right back.
And what a swing in a short amount of time because the momentum was totally against them. Now it's all in their favor. They've got a chance to go into the lead if they get the ball to the end zone.
And they'll have it in the red zone before he crosses over out of bounds. So here's a 1st and 10 now, down inside the 20. Looking to throw. And that'll be incomplete. We do have a penalty flag down, however. Let's see what that's about. So pass interference, the call there. Always, this is, Charles, such a subjective call. You agree with the penalty?
Well, from where we're standing right now, I think the officials are tightening things up here in the second half. Maybe a defender gets away with that in the first, but this time the flag comes out, and I think it's a good call.
They'll run with Gibson. Only about a yard there as he takes it from the 9 to the 8. Here's 2nd and goal, operating from the 8-yard line. One more time with Gibson. And he'll get into the end zone. Touchdown, Indianapolis. A great play there. His 2nd touchdown of the game, his 3rd on the year. And the Colts are going to jump back in front. The extra point up and good. And that will make this a 4-point game. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. This is taken. Now a hit and a loose football. And the Colts pick it up. And they have the football and will take over at the 24-yard line. So problems there on the return. Very costly. Not what you need when you've just surrendered the lead.
Not at all, because this now has a chance to really snowball on them quickly. Their offense was on the sidelines talking about getting on the field and getting that score back.
And on this one, he'll get to the 15, right at the 15-yard line. Gibson again. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. And now they're in the hurry-up. They'll run with Gibson. And he gets the 1st down yardage before he's brought down just outside the 10 at the 11. On 1st and 10, it's Gibson. Call it no gain on the play, and it'll be 2nd down. Now hold everything here. We're going to get a timeout by the offense. It's just their first, so 2 remaining as they burn one here in this 3rd quarter. On 2nd down, it's Gibson. He showed some tough running, but they'll drop him at the 5-yard line. 50 yards rushing for him now with a couple of touchdown runs to boot.
Well, you certainly have to give a little credit here because they're playing this game now at their pace. This is ball control football, sustained runs, taking their time and making it work.
The Steelers now in the nickel here on 3rd down. They're going to look to throw. They'll roll him out right. Got a man. It's Pittman, and he holds it in for the Colts touchdown. Michael Pittman, his 6th touchdown of the season. And the Colts get another 3rd quarter touchdown to add on to that lead. Extra point splits the uprights, and that pushes the lead up to 11. So the drive there took 6 plays, and it culminates in an Indianapolis touchdown. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. It's a squibber picked up around the 27. And a penalty marker's down on the field. And they might be backing up a bit here to start the drive. So that will push him back.
And now we know why I have a little extra space to run, don't we? An illegal block in the back, that penalty will move them back.
41's the mic. 41's the mic.
They'll look to throw now on first down.
A short one there to Freiermuth.
Oh, he's got some breathing room. And all the way down to the 29.
Let's go.
A big play there on the catch and run. So now then, the big play has him all the way inside the 30 now, 1st and 10. They hand this off to Harris. They follow up that gigantic gain with the tiniest of pickups, 1 yard.
Well, sometimes you just have to give credit to the defense. Great job there at the point of attack, holding up. They won their battles at the line of scrimmage, left him no space to try and run. A really nice job swarming to the ball carrier.
They try to throw on 2nd down, but this one is incomplete. Johnson, the intended target, and now it's 3rd down.
41's the mic. Oh, here we go. Oh.
They'll look to throw here. He finds Hopkins complete. Touchdown! DeAndre Hopkins. 2 catches, 2 touchdowns here so far. And the Steelers are able to make this a close game again.
Come on, DB, come on. 58, come on.
They'll look to throw. And he's got it. So the try for 2 successful. And with it, they're back within a field goal. I guess the coach looked at the 2-point cheat sheet, said go for it, get it to a 3-point game, and they did it.
Yeah, and sometimes you just throw out time of game. You don't worry about that. There's just a feel sometimes in making that call, and he felt good about what he had for a 2-point conversion, and now they're only down 3 and feeling great about themselves.
So here are the Colts to take over. They've won 2 straight, and they lead this one as well as they come up on 1st and 10.
Watch twins. Slam, slam, slam.
They'll start on the ground with Gibson. It's a 1st down and more for Gibson. And he'll get this down to the 39-yard line. So how about that for a chain mover? They're all the way down inside the 40 now for 1st and 10. Here's Gibson. Oh, he's got a little daylight. And they move this all the way down to the 9.
Let's go.
116 yards rushing on 12 carries for him now. The chain gang hustling to catch up. Here's 1st and goal from just inside the 10. Here's a give to Gibson. And he takes this one in for a Colts touchdown. A 9-yard touchdown run. And the Colts are able to grow their lead. Point after, up and good. And his guys will take a 10-point lead. So a 75-yard scoring drive on just 3 plays. And a 9-yard run on the end of it. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. This is taken way up at the 25. And they're going to start this drive in pretty good shape up past the 30. The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. I guess they have to feel a little gratified to at least get on the board last time, but still work to do.
No doubt about it. I wonder now if they're going to try to increase the urgency a little bit, maybe pump up the pace, maybe go 2-minute. Who knows? Let's see what they decide to do.
Following the pickup of 4, here's 2nd and 6.
41 Mike, right here, 41 Mike. Watch the blood, watch the blood, watch the blood. Watch the
Here comes the blitz as they look to throw. Oh, he dropped it. They were looking for him in the middle 3rd. He couldn't catch it. Now 3rd down.
On any passes in the middle of the field, anyone that's going after the football is going to be conscious that it's probably going to be contested, and often physically. Sometimes that leads to drops.
This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down. And he'll lose yardage. Brought down at the 32. It's a loss of a full 3 yards, and it brings up 4th down. The Steelers send out their punter now. And surprisingly, this is the first punt of the game for either team. He punted 4 times in the loss last week as he gets this one away here. A big kick that time, 52 yards. And the offense will come back out deep in their own territory. The Colts come to the line ready to start their next drive. And they will simply, Charles, be looking to duplicate what they did last drive when they were able to push it in for 6.
And they hope it'll be that easy, right? To be able to take exactly what happened before, replicate it. They may have to make a few additional changes along the way because I'm sure the defense will make some adjustments, but they've got to have great confidence having scored the last time out.
A 2nd and 10 forthcoming here. Third quarter action in the Steel City of Pittsburgh, PA. Now back to throw. Looking here for Smith downfield. And it's incomplete. An important play right here, 3rd and 10.
And I would expect pressure here.
On 3rd down, he'll drop to throw. It's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect. Fair to say the secondary play, whichever side you're on, hasn't really been a glowing exhibition so far, but a nice job there to prevent a long completion.
I agree with you, but at some point, someone had to make a play and try and stop this exhibition of almost speed racing that we've been watching, huh?
Yeah, it has been quarterback and receiver dominated. Now, meanwhile, they go for it on 4th down, and my goodness, incomplete. From down at the 12, it's 1st and 10. A run with Harris out of the shotgun. And the second wave of tacklers is going to get him as they stop him behind the line. Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up 2nd and 11. Final minute now of the 3rd quarter. 2nd and 11. And his throw's going to be incomplete.
A lot of times it's that first read that you have. Maybe you get it in pre-snap, and he locked in on his target, but he was covered quite well, and that one's incomplete.
41 Mike, 41 Mike, right here, 41 Mike.
And they're going to drop him well shy of the 1st as he can only make it to the 11. 3 yards on the keeper, and it's 4th down.
Anytime you decide to use your quarterback as a runner, most of the time when you design a play, you're expected to break a little bit bigger than this one because when you run him on short gains, your risk-reward and him taking hits, I'm not sure that's the payoff they were looking for.
So give him 3 on that drive. You know, normally you'd say, we'll take it, but the way points have been flying around, it feels like a little bit of a letdown.
Yeah, you just have to wonder, are field goals going to be enough? Because as you pointed out, the way touchdowns have been scored, does kicking a field goal actually put you at a disadvantage the rest of the way?
Now the Colts offense gets ready to head back on the field. And on that last drive, went for it on 4th, turned it over. A good job by their defense, though. They held them to 3, but this offense, they've got to be a little bit better, a little bit more careful here.
And sometimes when you see these calls on 4th down, when they decide to go for it, it's not necessarily the coach saying, I believe in my offense. Sometimes the coach saying, I believe in my defense. I can afford to go for it here, because if we don't get it, I don't think we'll give up more than 3. And that's exactly what happened there.
You think that factored in?
I do. I think that he had that in his mind going into the game, that I'm going to be aggressive on offense because I know I've got a defense that can hold up there.
He's got a man complete. And able to rip off a big chunk of yardage before being dropped inside the 40. A big connection on that one. 33 yards. Now on 1st down, he'll drop to throw it. Airing it out deep for Smith. And this one is incomplete.
Similar to a shooter in basketball who just connected on the previous shot. They run another set for him on the next play. Now, we had a guy who made the catch. They tried to get the big one downfield, but came up empty.
57, Mike, 57.
Again, he'll drop to throw. Got his man complete over the middle. That's Hines. They do get a couple, but they'll be left staring at a 3rd and 8 coming up. They'll stick with the passing game as he looks to throw. This is Smith with a grab. And he's brought down, but not before he reaches the 8-yard line.
And that certainly appears to be a critical conversion right there, because not only do they keep the drive going, they take valuable time off the clock as well. They have to feel really good about that last completion.
Back to throw again. to the goal line, but it's incomplete.
As a defensive back, you have some weapons at your disposal that we don't often talk about, and you can read the receiver's eyes, you can read his hands, and you know that the arrival of the ball is imminent, and that allows you to make a play on it, and oftentimes...
And he's got his target. It's caught for a Colts touchdown.
That's what I'm talking about,
A great effort there, with touchdown number 7 on the year. And the Colts are closing in on a 3rd straight win as they widen the gap further here in the 4th quarter. Extra point right down the middle, and the lead now up to 14. So the drive winds up going 75 yards in 7 plays. And the result for the Colts is a touchdown. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. Fielded right around the 8. And he'll go down as this drive will start at the 25-yard line. The Pittsburgh offense at the line to start their next drive. And tough to win games if you're going field goal, field goal, field goal here. They got field goal last time. Now they'll be looking for a touchdown.
We're looking for the big chunk now because, as you noted, the field goal way of doing it makes it that much harder, puts more pressure on every possession for you now. Go ahead and get 6 and feel a lot more comfortable about the position they're in.
Bigger chunks. We'll see if they can get the score.
Good yardage on the completion there, and when they look at the scoreboard, they do understand a field goal is not going to do them any good. My guess, they're going to press the ball downfield as far as possible.
Breaks the tackle. He's got room to run. And he takes this one down almost all the way to the 30. A big play that time on the catch and run. So the big play changes the complexion of things. Here's 1st and 10 just outside the 30. This is Harris. And maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line. So the 1st down run lost a couple. Now they come up 2nd and 12. And that play went nowhere. Losing yardage. It'll be back at the 36. 3rd and 15 here after the 1st and 2nd down plays went in the wrong direction.
We got to get the ball, D. Get the ball right here. Let's go. Mike 40.
They'll set up a throw. And he'll be brought down by the Colts. Kwity Paye in there to get him. Sack number 14 for him on the year. All right, they're going to try and keep hope alive here on 4th down. They're going for it. As expected, they're going for it to keep the drive alive. And they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20. Felt compelled to go for it there on 4th down, trailing in the 4th quarter. They got it done.
And there's always a lot of pressure on a 4th down call. Doesn't matter the distance. You still have to get it done, as you noted, and they did.
And they're going to lose some on this play. Being knocked back to the 18. Well, I think the hope is, with a touch pass like that, maybe you catch the defense off guard, but they were all over that one.
And it is the kind of play that works better against certain defenses, and this clearly was the wrong one to run into. Really nice job getting him down behind the line of scrimmage.
He'll look to throw. Completing it to the right side, Johnson. And he'll be out of bounds, taking it just shy of the 10 at the 11 or the 12. So the Steelers with the football as we get you reset. They come up on a 4th down situation with things not looking particularly rosy. And it's incomplete. They cannot convert, and they turn it over. From down at the 12, it's 1st and 10. That one looks like he'll throw here. That ball caught by Campbell. And now off to the races down the right side. Touchdown, Indianapolis. Paris Campbell, his 25th touchdown, tying Emmitt Smith for the 5th most in one season. And the Colts have pretty well put it away here in the 4th quarter. Point after, right down the middle. And the lead now to 3 touchdowns at 21. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. fielded right around the 8. And a good return as he'll be stopped just shy of the 30-yard line. The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. We certainly had a sense coming in here that these guys were in for a tough one on the road. That has been how this ball game has played out. They trail big as we continue on now here in this fourth quarter. Oh, he dropped it. And that's pretty indicative of the way this one's gone. He'll try again with the arm here on second down. On the slant, he's got Davis. And they'll get it up just short of the 45 at the 44. They'll look to throw here on first down. Open man here is Gentry. And they'll get him down as he's inside the 40. Now they got to get to the line quickly. They'll look to throw again. Going deep for Hopkins. And this is caught. And out of bounds all the way down at the 3. A big play that time through the air. So the officials and the folks in New York got a second look at this one, and the call is going to be overturned. Pressure comes, and down he goes. Now the Steelers use the first of their 3 timeouts as the clock shows 50 seconds to play here in quarter number 4. Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw, and that will be incomplete.
This has been a rough one, to put it mildly, for him, and after this one's done, you just feel like at the post-game press conference, this team's going to have a lot of questions and definitely not a lot of answers.
Got to try it here. He's back to throw. And it's incomplete. They cannot convert, and they turn it over. They had to go for it with such little time remaining, and it would appear the Colts are going to win the football game. The Colts come to the line ready to start their next drive. And this one's incomplete.
I didn't like the look of that play right from the beginning. I thought he should have seen the coverage that was there, tried to force it in. That one, he's fortunate, just fell incomplete.
It's caught. Smith. And he takes this one down almost all the way to the 30. Looking to speed things up here, going with some tempo. And he's going to be intercepted a 3rd time. Able to get there and pick it. And the Steelers are going to have it here as they'll start at their own 24-yard line. Certainly not what he was hoping for, Charles. That's now 3 interceptions in this ball game.
But there's a lot of knowledge to be gleaned every time you throw an interception if you do things the right way. And hasn't there been a pretty darn good quarterback along the way who threw a lot of interceptions early, learned from them, and became great later?
Who would that be?
That'd be one Peyton Manning. Threw 28 his rookie year. That's the NFL record. How things turn out for him?
I think okay. He's a guy in all the